Now it's your turn.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Derek420 for real here, bringing you another black and white Wi-Fi battle. This one here is gonna be against a good homie of mine, CloudsLiberation. Him and his girlfriend do some funny ass shit on this channel, and he uploads great content, battles and such. Like Cloud beats the shit out of anyone who plays against him, yet he never wins, which is funny. But he's a hilarious dude. Seriously, link will be in the description, so you should check this guy out. He deserves it. Let's get him to 1,000 subs tonight. So anyway, challenged by Gray. Gray sends out Sin, his sharp pedophile, and I am going to lead with Mr. Don Fan, my homie, my dear friend Mr. Don Fan. His link will be in the description too. So he goes ahead and goes for the Aqua Jet to break my Sturt Day. I don't know if he has any other water type move, but it's super effective and it does alright amount of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the knockoff. I thought he had the sash, but I see his life orb now. Stupid move is stupid. I could have did a little more damage than that. I get rough skin. So Don Fan's hurt, but he loses a life orb in the process, which is great for me. Get some lefties recovery. And now he's going to go for the substitute, which is a good play on his part because I am going to throw my cocks all over the field. Not throw them cocks everywhere. And now he's sitting behind the sub, so he's looking really good. But I get some more lefties recovery, so it's letting me live another attack. So now he's going to go for the crunch. And the crunch is not going to do all that much because I am physically defensive, of course. And I'm going to go for that earthquake. And that earthquake is going to break that sub. And it's going to go away. Sub's going to fade. Now, I'm going to get some more lefties recovery. And I'm still at a little more than half HP now, which is great for me. Now he's going to switch out. He's going to go into his Noctowl. Time. And time and again is going to come in and get raped by rocks, which is great for me. And I'm going to go for that earthquake, but it doesn't affect him, so that's not good for me. So now he's getting some lefties recovery. And now I don't know what kind of Noctowl this is, so I really want to stay in and see what the hell he's going to do. I'm going to go for the priority move, Ice Shard, just to see how much it's going to do, because I have zero attack investment, but still, it's going to do a great amount of damage, because it's super effective, of course. He's going to go for that Nightshade, and Nightshade is going to do an alright amount of damage to me, but not too much, not for me. I don't have to sweat over it. So now, I realize that I need to get rid of his recovery. So, I need to get rid of those lefties right now. He's going to go for the Roost, which is great for him. He gets his HP back. But, it's to bring him almost up to full HP, if not full HP. And I'm going to be able to get off that knockoff. And that knockoff is going to knock his leftovers off of his ass. So, now he's not going to be recovering what he would be recovering at the end of every turn. So now his Roost is not going to be as effective as it should be. So now I'm going to fire off another super effective Ash Shard, my bad. And that shit's super effective, and that's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to hit me with another Nightshade, which is cool by me because it's going to bring me down to 91, let me know I can live another one. So I'm up to 115 HP, which is great. I'm going to fire off another Ice Shard, and that's going to be super effective yet again, and that's going to bring him down to low yellow, which is great. Now he's going to fire off an Air Slash, and I'm not sure if crit mattered, but he does get a crit right here. So Mr. Don Fan goes down. Sorry, Don Fan, still love you, bro. And I'm going to send a fucking Elf. That is Elf, and that is Elf is going to do a good job of scouting for me. I'm predicting the switch. I'm going to go ahead and go for that U-turn as that Coughagarus, that faggot-ass coughing dude, comes in. I'm a U-turn the fuck out of there. So I can go into something to counter his switch in, which would be a counter for my Zelf. I get Mummy, big deal, because I'm getting sent back to Derek, and it's gonna remove that Mummy status. So anyway, I'm gonna send in my Melodic. I should have sent in something else, honestly, like my Jolteon, but whatever. It's going to become really stally right here, and I'm really sorry. Kind of long match, but I got to do something to get rid of this thing. So I'm going to Toxic. Residual damage is going to be great on this thing, because I'm pretty sure it has 0 recovery. So anyway, he's a Fireback with a Nightshade, which is great, because it's not going to do all that much to me, because I'm specially defensive, of course. And I didn't nickname this thing. I think I'm going to name it MK Fails, means it's a female, and, you know, my girlfriend is the sweetheart she is. So now, Toxic is going to start taking its toll now. And I'm going to fire off with a Scald just to get some more damage on top of this. Because I know no recovery. He has no recovery. So I'm not worried about the Nightshade neither. And here comes a burp. And Nightshade is going to do 218, and that's 2 videos in a row that I burped for you guys, so give it a thumbs up for that. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, he's going to get some lefties, but he's going to lose some damage to Toxic, which is great. So he's getting into yellow now, which is good for me. I'm going to use Recover so I get my HP back, so I don't have to lose my Melodic really early in the game, which would be bad for me. Well, it's not really early, but it's pretty early in the game still. So anyway, Nightshade's going to come, and Nightshade is not going to do all that much damage to me, so I'm not really sweating it. And the Toxic's going to slowly take its toll on him. So this turn, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself because after turn effects are really long. And I'm going to recover again. I don't know why. I should have just went for the skull just to finish this off. But I want to be as close to max HP when this thing goes down as I can. So I'll recover again. He fires off Shadow Ball, which is going to do an alright amount of damage to me. Which Nightshade would have been a lot more damage to me. Which it would have done a lot more damage to me. But anyway, either way, whatever. So now I'm going to fire off with a Scald after he brings it down to red with Toxic. So Scald is going to bring this thing down, and it's going to KO for sure. So now this Cofagorus is out of my way, which is great for me, and I'm at full HP after Lefty. No, I'm going to be almost at full HP after Lefty. Sorry about that. And in comes Dialect. I've battled this thing before. I know it has Switcheroo and a Poison Orb. So now after I get intimidated, I want to get the hell out of there because I don't want my Melodic poison. So I'm going to switch out, go to my Quick Feet Jolteon, which is great for me because I have the Flame Orb. Switcheroo comes, so now he gets my Flame Orb and I get his Toxic Orb, which is great because I still get my Quick Feet, but I am going to lose a lot more damage over the turns as it comes. So I'm kind of predicting him to get the fuck out of here after that because, you know, he is burned, so half his attack is cut. So now he's going to go for that Earthquake, and it's going to be super effective, and it's going to be able to KO my substitute because I honestly thought he'd get the hell out of there. I didn't know this thing could learn Earthquake, but that's a stupid mistake on my part. So anyway, after he takes some burn damage, I'm thinking that my own Hidden Power Ground will be enough to KO this thing. But I'm a retard, and I should run Damage Couch. So he's going to live with a minuscule amount of HP, and he's going to be able to fire off his own Earthquake, and it's going to fuck me up a lot, because I really need him. I really wanted my Jolteon for later. But anyway, it's super effective. I'm going to live with 43, leaving me with 9 HP at the end of the game. I mean, at the end of this exchange, and him going down, which is great for me. So now I'm up again, and in comes Sin once again. Knowing the Aqua Jet is going to come, I'm going to have to get the hell out of there. So I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Spectile, which used to be my Sceptile, but now it's Life Orb for, you know, better coverage. I could handle things a lot better. Aqua Jet comes, not very effective, so it's not going to do all that much at all. So I wish I'd have left his Life Orb on him. But anyway, I missed the Focus Blast. Crunch comes. I'm like, okay, I can live that. No, I can't, because he gets a crit. So this crit really actually mattered, because, you know, my Sceptile is a good counter for this thing. But whatever. So in comes fucking Elf, and I predicted him to get the fuck out of there, honestly. So I go for the Ice Punch. Not sure what I was predicting to come in, but he lives with a fucking pubic hair of HP and gets the Rough Skin on me and gets to fire off a Crunch, which will KO me. So I lost my Bandit of Zelf for no reason at all, for stupidity, honestly. But, whatever. Okay, so my fucking Elf goes down. I'm a sending Fat Ninja. My kitty, my ninja, who happens to be fat. And he's going to get off to Intimidate. And this is an Adamant Life Orb Arcanine. And I'm going to Extreme Speed because it has a higher priority than Aqua Jet, which is great. But I forgot about Rough Skin, so I'm taking even more damage. Sin goes down. And I'm pretty sure in comes Soulicious, which happens to be his Donphan, and Donphan's going to lose his 30 to the rocks, and I'm going to fire off that Flare Blitz, which happens to be stabbed. Adamant Life Orb Flare Blitz is going to do a lot to this Donphan, surprisingly. But he's going to be able to hit me back with that Bulldoze, I do believe, which is cool. I love this move. Like, this move is great. You know, lower speed plus is super effective against my ninja, my Fat Ninja. So I lose my Fat Ninja, and I'm going to send him my Melodic. And predicting a switch once again, I'm going to go for a Toxic, you know, to get residual damage on whatever comes in. But no, I Toxic him instead of just KOing this thing from the start. And he has a Lum Berry. I'm like, shit! So now he's a bulldoze me again, and it's going to do a pretty nice amount of damage to me, even though I'm not physically defensive. But I am going to lose speed in the process, which sucks big dick. So anyway, he's on a rapid spin to get the rocks away, and I'm going to burp again, and I'm going to go for the Scald just to KO this thing. Need this thing out of my way. I wish I'd have did it from the first turn, because then he went a rapid spin. My rocks away. My cock's all over the field. There are no more on the field because he blew them fuckers back at me. And now I'm against some lefties. And now in comes time again as his Noctowl. And his Noctowl's going to go for the Roost, which is cool with me. I predicted that, so I'm not going to go for the Ice Beam, of course, because, you know, Roost negates the flying type, so it wouldn't have been super effective. So I'm going to go for the Scald and hoping for the burn. And, of course, I get the fucking burn. So finally I hope for hacks and I get the hacks. And that's great for me. But I'm glad I didn't Toxic him because he's going to reveal a move that I didn't even expect. He Psycho Shifts that burn onto me. So I'm so glad I didn't Toxic him and I went for the freaking Scald, because if I'd have been Toxic, it would have really screwed me in the long run. Now I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I was predicting him to attack, you know, so now no Roost. It's going to be super effective, but he's going to live with a minimal amount of HP. He's in the red, low red, and I'm going to get some lefties, but I'm going to be losing that to burn in the process. So now he's in a Roost, and I'm going to predict that again, and I'm going to go for, I think, the Recover this turn. So now he's above half now. He's in the green again, which is good for him, but bad for me. I Toxic him this time. My bad. I Toxic him, predicted him to Roost. Now he can't Psycho Shift the Toxic onto me because I'm already burned. So since I'm already status, I don't have to worry about the Psycho Shift. So now he's going to be losing way more damage than he would have lost with the burn. So now we're going to have another little stall war for a little bit. He's going to Air Slash me, and that's going to do an alright amount of damage to me. Oh, I lied. It's not going to do shit. And I'm going to recover off all that damage, and that is going to bring me all the way back up to full HP, which is great for me. And he's going to lose toxic damage as I'll lose burn damage, bringing me down from max HP, which is okay with me because it's not that much damage at all. Another Air Slash is going to come. I'm not sure if he's fishing for the flinches, but he doesn't get it. A fire back with an Ice Beam, which is going to do a lot of damage because it's super effective and shit. And now he's going to go down to the Toxic Poisoning, which is great for me. So down's going to go his Noctowl. And I'm not sure if we're down to his last poke or not, but I think this is going to be one of his last pokes. This has to be his last poke, I think. So in comes Shirolox. Yes, this is his last Pokemon, his Houndoom. And he's in a Dark Pulse, and Dark Pulse is not going to do all that much damage to me. Even though it's stab and, you know, all that shit, I'm specially defensive. So I'm not really worried. I fire back with a super effective Scald, and that is going to do a lot of fucking damage to this Houndoom, which is great for me. Super effective and all. But now, I wasn't sure if he had any more pokes after this. So this turn, I'm going to have to take the opportunity to recover all this damage off because he's going to be able to hit me with a Dark Pulse since he is faster, of course. And I'm going to live with 43 HP, which is great for me. And he loses some HP to Life Orb, and I'm going to recover off all that. So I was kind of hoping he'd kill himself off to Life Orb recoil in the process. But after I recover, I'm going to go ahead and get some lefties and lose it back to burn. And then I'm going to go ahead and get freaking taunted on as I go for the recover. I didn't know he had this. This caught me totally off guard. So I'm going to fall for the taunt. Goes for the recover. I went for the recover, which was stupid. I could have just KO'd him with the freaking Scald and been done with it. But it's okay. Whatever. Stupid mistake. But still, he's hitting me with a Dark Pulse. He's not going to be able to KO me. And I'm going to be able to fire back with a Scald. And that is going to KO with Shirolox. And that's going to be great game. Great game, CloudsLiberation. Y'all check him out. Have a nice fucking day, you.